So I personally think Temple of Anubis is a great map for Symmetra due to a variety of places to put our shield generator and teleporter. One of my favorites being this spot back here. And if you go ahead and put your turrets spread out, especially near the top up there, it makes it really difficult for people to sneak back here and take it out. And what I've noticed is characters such as Genji or Tracer usually try to come back here before the fight and take out the shield generator, so it'll make it an easier fight for them. But if you spread out your turrets like this, it makes it really difficult for them to get the generator down, and this either the turrets will usually kill them, or it will take them a while because they'll have to take out all the turrets and then the shield generator, and you'll have enough time to call out to your team saying that someone's getting the shield generator, and your team can turn around and get an easy pick, evening out the odds for the fight and making it a much easier fight. In some ways I find Hanamura kind of lacking for good teleporter placement, but what I found my favorite place to be is here, and then covering all here with turrets, and the only way they can really get over here is by getting here and in here and there. And while it's not the best spot, I definitely think if the enemies get up to here, then your teammates should be able to deal with them. Otherwise, I feel when people usually go up there, they'll usually jump off the bridge down here and then run over here. They usually don't go all the way through here, and if they do, they'd usually jump through this window. So I find it kind of uncommon for them to go down the stairs, and that's one of the only situations where they'll find the teleporter here. So I'm sure you guys know this shield generator replacement due to it being one of the most annoying in the game in my opinions. It's right back here on Hanamura, where the enemy team can barely get to. Like, it's going to take a ton of pushing strength to get up here, and then the spawn point's right here. So even if somebody's attacking the shield gen, people just run out of spawn, kill them. And I honestly don't think you need to set your turrets up around the shield generator here. I'd go ahead and probably put them on these. This is good if the enemy team doesn't have a Pharah or a Junkrat, but otherwise you can put the turrets wherever you please. You don't really need them for the shield generator on this map. So Volsky Industries is another great map for Symmetra, and I have two places I like to put my teleporters and shield generators. One's around right here, and then usually surrounding the room with my turrets, so it makes it difficult for them to get the teleporter, because people usually don't come this way in my experience, and if they do, they can't even see the teleporter from here. And if they don't come this way, they'll either have to go all the way around here and up the stairs, which is pretty lengthy, and your team will usually get them by then. So I think this is a really good spot due to being very time consuming for the enemies to get the teleporter, and it's very close to the capture point, allowing your team to get there very quickly. So another place I love to put my shield generator on Volsky Industries is in the arcade type area. And I love this one so much is because it's really kind of locked off from the rest of the battle, and people will have to go all the way around here, and it's in this little corner, so even if they go in here, they can't really find the shield generator. They'll have to only tell by noise, and if they come around here, you can put your turrets here. So as soon as they turn this corner, then they're going to be taking a lot of damage, and your team can just run back here and finish them off. So one more spot I like for the shield generator on Volsky Industries is in this little place next to the health pack. And while I don't think this spot's as good as the other one over there, it is good due to the range being further and it being closer to the battlefield, providing shields even further away. And you can put your turrets here, I like on these walls specifically. Otherwise, if you put them on these walls here, when like a Genji or Tracer sneaks around trying to get the shield generator, they'll see the turrets back there and know to keep their distance. Sometimes Tracer and Genjis can be a little reckless and they'll just run in and start to get it, and these turrets will deal with them pretty fast. Eichenwald's one of my favorite Symmetra maps, and I don't think her teleporter and shield generator have the greatest placements on this map. I definitely think this is a very decent one. So I like putting my teleporter up here due to it being very kind of far away and isolated from the battle, and it would take enemies quite a while to get up here. They usually have to go through this area, which is like a pretty convoluted and long path, and it's really difficult for them to come up through the house due to it being kind of close to the capture point and all your teammates will be there. So I definitely think this is one of my favorite places for Symmetra's teleporter on this map. Hollywood's a map I usually have a hard time finding good teleporter placement on, but I think the best option is around right here, due to it being behind the big gate, and the enemies will either have to run through here or there, and it's a bit time consuming and gives your allies time to run back and defend it. So my favorite place to put the teleporter in Numbani is back here in the clothing shop, and I definitely think this is one of the better teleporter placements due to being kind of far away but close enough to the capture point for your allies to get back there pretty fast. Enemies will usually have to run through here where you can kind of disperse your turrets where you please, and then they'll have to take it out, giving your allies yet again a lot of time to kind of eliminate them and save your teleporter. So last but not least, we have King's Row, another map where I find it pretty difficult to place the teleporter sometimes, but I found that the best option is back here, kind of far away from the control point, but the enemies will have to go through this building to get to there, kind of delaying a lot of time and bringing one man down for the fight where there usually could be 6. It will usually turn into a 5v6, allowing for it to be a more easily won fight.